So today I quickly wanted to show you how you can pass functions as values in JavaScript. I've opened up my JS Fiddle window and we'll start by writing some code in the JavaScript tab. So I'll define a function called add. If you've seen my last video, you know how we can use function expressions, right? So this is a function expression. And so this returns a plus b. So whatever values you pass to it, like two parameters, a and b, it'll just return the added value, right? And I'll define another function called subtract. It takes a and b and returns a minus b. Now I'll define another function called var handle data. And here it doesn't take a parameter, it takes a function actually as a parameter. So basically what we want to talk about is how you can pass entire functions as parameters or as values inside another function, right? So that's a very interesting topic. So let me show you how we can do that. So var x is equal to 2, var y is equal to 3. We'll take these two variables and return func xy. So whatever function you pass here, right, it's taken as func, right? And you take two variables x and y, and inside that func that we had received in this function called handle data, we had received a func. So this function handle data returns this func, the function that you received in this function, and the value of x and y after passing this into this func, right? So whatever the func would be, it will pass these two values 2 and 3 into that function, and whatever value it will get from that function, it will return, right? This might sound a little confusing, so let me show you the output so that it'll make a lot of sense then. So I'll say document.write, and I'll say handle data and add. Okay, then I'll say document.write, say handle data, and I'll say subtract. What's happening here is that we're calling this function handle data, and we're passing a function called add into this function. So now add becomes func here, and this func becomes add, right? Because we're passing the entire function called add here. And inside this add function, we're passing 2 and 3, which is x and y. So when we pass 2 and 3 in add, we'll get 5, right? We'll get 5 back here. So this will return 5. So when we output this document.write, this whole entire value will be 5. And similarly, when we call this function handle data again, and then we pass subtract, this function, entire function called subtract as func, as a parameter in this function, and then we define x and y 2 and 3, and then we say return func xy, or return the value that you receive from this function after passing 2 and 3 here. So when you pass 2 and 3 into subtract, right? So it says 2 minus 3 is minus 1, right? You'll get minus 1 here. This entire value will be minus 1. So this entire function will return minus 1. And that's what will be printed here. So the first value we should see should be 5, and the second value should be minus 1. And that's what you get, right? 5 and minus 1. So this is not 5 minus 1, this is 5 and minus 1, right? From both the different output statements. It might sound confusing, it might look confusing in the beginning, but if you go through it 2-3 times, and if you watch this video a couple of times, you will get it. It's pretty simple. And this is a very common practice, and this is how you can also reuse functions quite a bit in JavaScript. And you'll see this syntax very commonly used. This is why I want to share it with you in this video, so that when we proceed further to more complex topics, this doesn't confuse you. If you like this video, then do watch all the other videos in this tutorial series, and do think of subscribing to this channel. And thanks a lot for watching.